Lesson 8. Looks like a lot of notes, but I'll give you time. You can always pause to get them copied. Top half. Multiplying and dividing by powers of 10. Once you write this, it's all downhill from there. This is the hardest part about multiplying by powers of 10 is writing the notes. Okay, so first of all, here's some factors of 10. And what I mean that every factor in the multiplication problem it's only tens. That's why you get the word powers of 10. They're very powerful. When you multiply 10 times 10, all of a sudden it's 100. When you multiply a 10 times a 10 times another 10, all the sudden it is 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1, and 3 zeros. How powerful did it just get? That is not right. How powerful did it just get with the 3 zeros? There we go. Put the zeros first, then the comma, Miss Kaiser. And then here, 10 times 10 times 10. These are just little tens, but all of a sudden when you multiply them together, they get super powerful. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 is 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, boom. 10,000 all of a sudden. Well, I have $10 times $10 times $10 times $10 times $10. All of a sudden I've got a 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros. 100,000. Just like that, tens, when they're multiplied, when they're all factors of 10, they become very powerful. So these numbers are the powers of 10. 100, anything with a 1 and ends in zeros. Pretty cool? It's called the power of 10. Then, to save yourself some space here, another way to write this 10 times 10 is 10 to the second power. This 10 times 10 times 10 is 10 to the third power. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. 4 tens is 10 to the fourth power. And when you have 5 factors and you're multiplying all together, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, 5 of them, that's 10 to the fifth power. So this is different representations for the same thing. These are all the same thing. They all equal each other. Perfect. All right, so when I say we're going to be multiplying and dividing by powers of 10, this is what I'm multiplying and dividing by. Got it? And I hope you noticed that. 10 to the second power, another thing they have in common, this little 2 means 2 zeros. A 1 with 2 zeros. Another trend, do you see this? A 1 with 3 zeros. You know, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 is really a 1 with 4 zeros. A 1 with 5 zeros. Okay, this tells us how powerful that power of 10 actually is. Cool. So, I want to show you, first of all, if I was going to multiply this without a shortcut, 5.25 times the power of 10, which is 100. This is the one I'm using. I would say, 5.25 times 100. Shortcut is you can bring down your zeros and then multiply through with the 1. So 5, 2, 5. And then you've got 2 places after the decimal in the problem. You need 2 places after the decimal in the answer. So $5.25 times 100 is actually $525. If you're thinking about money. Okay, that's not too terrible, but is there a shortcut? Yes, there is. Let me see if you can see that. You can. Awesome. So down here, the shortcut is you don't have to do long multiplication. That's the whole point of this lesson. Multiplying, dividing by powers of 10, you get to use a shortcut. The shortcut is this. Let's see if we get the same answer with the shortcut. The shortcut is times 1, everything times 1 is itself. See the 5, 2, 5? We're going to have a 5, a 2, and a 5. So the value numbers aren't going to change. That's why the 1, that's taken care of. But the zeros make things more powerful, make larger numbers. So when I multiply times 100, it's got to get bigger. So if I see that there's 1, 2 zeros, then I move this to the right because we're multiplying. When you move the decimal this way, it increases the value of the number. I'm going to slide it 2 zeros, 2 slides. The number of zeros matches the number of slides. Well, look, now the decimal's at the end of the 525. It's at the end of the 525. It's here. Oh, wait, that is the answer. See, we did it twice. Okay? Shortcut's a lot faster. Like, look at this one. 6.15272 times, this time's 1,000. 1 times this stays the same. But really quickly, I can move it to the right because I'm multiplying. I have increased larger value 3 places to the right because I just multiplied. You just multiplied times 1,000. You're so fast. All right, so this is gone. The new value is 6157. The new decimal is there. 6157.2. First of all, let's see if that makes sense. This is like say this is about $6.15. If you drop off the teeny weeny extras that are back here. Is $6 times $1,000 $6,000? Yes, it is. So see, this makes sense. The shortcut worked. I did it correctly without having to do long multiplication. Let's do a couple more. On the next page, so I want you to try some of these out for yourself. So we did this one, check. We did this one, check. Add this one underneath. And I'd like for you to try it for yourself. So I'm going to pause. And now hopefully you said, hey, this is 9.33 multiplying times the power of 10. I'm going to move it to the right. 1, 2, 3 zeros because of the 3 place value. It multiplies, increases it. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, what happened here? There's a blank. What are we going to do? Oh yeah, duh, placeholder. So the answer is 9,330. 9,330. Sure, that makes sense. All right, so this up here has been all practicing multiplying. And so the other half of our lesson, first part, is dividing. Anybody think they have the way that it's going to get us the right answer? Using a shortcut to dividing? Yeah, when you multiply things, it's making things greater. Adding groups, subgroups together. Bigger. I totally agree. And when you're dividing things, you're actually grouping them into equal groups, but makes things small. This many in this group, this many in this group, this many in this group. How many groups of things? So you're cutting things up. You're dividing things up, splitting them into smaller groups. So that's decreasing things or, you know, making them less. So our decimal's going to the right. When we multiplied, increasing the value of the number. When we're dividing, we're going to cut into 100 equal parts. I think the number's going to get smaller. I think we're going to split that up into 100 equal parts. Each part's going to be pretty small. So, yes, I was hoping your brain was thinking that, yes, the shortcut for dividing by powers of 10 is moving the decimal to the left. These still tell us this divided by 1 is still this. But when you divide it by powers of 10, 10 times another 10, 2 0 place values. If you move it back to the left, these two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now the decimal's back here. Guess what? $5 split 100 ways is only going to give people 5 cents. 5 cents each. Yeah, it works. It's okay. So this time, the same number, except this time we're going to go to the left because we're dividing by 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 0.006152. Everyone cool if this is 0.0525? The value stays, the 525 stays the same. The 61572 stays the same. 0.0061572. All these digits remain. They're still very valuable and important in their own place value. But the decimal is moved over here because it only goes in 6,000th of a time. You're cutting it into 1,000 pieces, so it's going to be tiny. I agree. And then this one, I'll let you do this one by yourself, and I bet you can get it right. How did you do? 3 zeros, 3 to the left. Fill in the 2 spaces you've created. Okay? We moved it 1 space, 2 space, 3 spaces. Don't put 3 zeros just because you see 3 zeros. Good job. And so 0.00933. Cool. Multiplying, dividing by powers of 10, shortcut method, easy. You can do it in your head as long as you're very careful. All right, go ahead and copy this down here. This is letter B. The second section of this lesson, we're going to talk about ordering decimal numbers. And real quickly, I just want to refresh your memory. This is a 4, and this is a 5. 4 whole, 5 whole. And right in the middle between 4 and 5 is 4.5. Agreed? In decimal world, we write 4.5. So what else is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, is this what? 4.1? 4.2? 4.3? 4.4? Yeah? 4.5, 0.6, 4.6, 4.7,